Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. Today I'm here with a wig review for you. I have Amore Tatum in the color Coffee Latte. Tatum is a super cute, very flat, very low density, no poof, straight style with bangs, and I'm really thrilled to be able to show you Tatum and also this color Coffee Latte because it is such a beautiful dark brown with some hints of highlight that is just perfect. And so before we talk too much about Tatum or this color, let me show you what Tatum looks like from all sides. So Tatum is, like I said, a very flat, low density style, and Amore caps are a bit on the small side, so she also fits me real snug. And this has a double monofilament, so when I show you the cap, I'll tell you a little bit about a double monofilament in case you're unfamiliar and why they can be really awesome as far as realism goes. But let's look at this color first. Coffee Latte. Beautiful color. There's some really subtle highlighting up on the top here. And otherwise it's a rich chocolatey brown. You can just see how that highlighting is just strategically and subtly placed all throughout. I will get outside for you and show you this color outside, but I'm just loving it. It's just rich and warm, but also a bit dynamic. It's just, to me, it's one of those just beautiful brunettes that has a little bit of something extra to it. All right, so let's talk about Tatum and what I think of her. So first of all, I don't wear wigs with bangs, and you know, there is a part of me that really wants to start liking wigs with bangs. I don't know what it is about bangs that when I see them on me, I'm just not a fan, but sometimes they're just so fun. And this one has just the perfect length bangs that are, they're not too heavy and they're not too long. So if you love bangs, Tatum's gonna come ready to wear for you with her bangs. She also has, like I said, a double monofilament, so we'll talk a little bit about that and I'll show it to you. But these fibers, let's look at these fibers. You can see when I do this, she's, you know, I would say she's a moderate density. She's not heavy density, but she's also not super light density. She's somewhere in the middle. So she's got really good density. I mean, it looks like, you know, moderately thick hair that's really healthy. Something else about the Amore Fibers, they're, Amore Fibers tend to feel really substantial to me. They remind me of Noriko fibers. So if you're familiar at all with Noriko wigs, Noriko fibers are hardy fibers. They're kind of thick fibers. They're not wispy and super flowy, and they also are hardy and they last. Noriko wigs are known as the workhorse wigs of the wig industry, and they tend to last a really long time and they do really well, especially in these longer styles because the fibers are thicker and hardier. And that's what this wig reminds me of, as opposed to like a Gabor wig where the fibers are really wispy and light and they can tend to, you know, get tangled really easy and fray really easy. Well, not really easy. Gabor makes really good wigs too, but the difference in the fibers is really these just feel hardier and more substantial. And it also gives it so that they're not as flowy. So on a wig where if you go like this and it's like super wispy and flowy, while this one looks realistic, don't get me wrong, it doesn't have that flowy feel to it because the fibers are hardier. So let's talk about this cap. Double monofilament. Amore is known for their double monofilaments. That's kind of the signature of this line of wigs. And they're also kind of known more like a medical grade cap. They're, from what I've read and heard, the Amore line is made for women with total hair loss. That doesn't mean if you don't have total hair loss, you can't wear them. You certainly can, but they do run a little smaller because they're made for women with total hair loss. So I do find Amore wigs to fit me really, really snug, and in some cases, too tight. This one is very snug, but definitely is okay. It fits me, but it's like that borderline. I wouldn't want it too much smaller. So you can see on this how this monofilament looks a little different from, let me just grab, do I have another monofilament top wig handy here? So when you see a double monofilament next to a regular monofilament or a single monofilament, you can see how this one is more matte looking, smoother, and it's because you've got two layers there. You've got a layer over the monofilament, and so that gives a real smooth template and real comfortable on your head. But then the other part that does is it makes it look more realistic. So when you are parting the wig, let me get this parted here for you. It looks more like scalp versus a single monofilament. You see how that looks more like scalp? And if you have bio hair, it doesn't show through as readily, and neither does a wig grip or a wig cap. So a double monofilament is going to give you a lot of realism, and it's not going to show dark bio hair or a wig grip or a wig cap as easily as well. So it's really nice to have a double monofilament, a lot of realism. And so this one also doesn't have a lace front because, well, she doesn't need it because she has full bangs. So kind of why waste the expense on a lace front? And then we do have adjustable ear tabs. They're not the soft velvety, and there also is no extended nape. And we've got the bra strap adjusters. So something about these bra strap adjusters, if a wig is too tight for you and it does have these type of adjusters, you can actually cut the adjusters to release a little bit of tension, and that may help. It's not going to give you a lot of extra space in the cap, but if it's just slightly too tight or maybe it's just a little bit uncomfortable, that may be all you need to make it completely comfortable and wearable. So it's something I would like you to kind of tuck away for the future, in case you ever get a wig with that type of adjusters and it feels a little bit too tight. All right, so let me put her back on. I'm going to grab the wide tooth comb so I can smooth her out. She combs really nicely. So far, I have not noticed any tangling issues with her at all. So that's good. She definitely is flat. So one other kind of thing that I struggle with is how flat on top she is. If you're looking for a wig with no permatease and no poof, this is perfect. There's no permatease, no poof. You're getting no volume out of this one. No matter what you do here, you're not going to get any lift or volume. There is no permatease on this entire piece. And so if that's what you'd like, you're in business. But if you need a little bit of lift on the top, and I tend to like a little bit of lift, you're also not getting that lift. Something else I've noticed, these bangs lay super, super flat. And so again, if you're looking for just a little bit more body, you're not getting much here. Now, what you can do is you can take some steam or a hot air brush to this, and I bet you can steam a little bit of lift or curve into some of the front if you wanted to. But if you're looking for that flat, no poof, no permatease look, this is perfect for that. Really perfect for that. The cap, while it runs just a little small, so I would say it's snug around my circumference and I get no extra cap up here, the coverage is excellent. And I have noticed that with Amore and Noriko, so you can see these ear tabs come all the way down and you can barely see my bio hair here. A lot. Sometimes you can see my bio hair, especially in wigs that fit me a little small. This one you can't because the coverage is really good, and I've noticed that with Noriko, and I think so Amore is an Adiron's brand, and so is Noriko. They're the same manufacturer, and so I've noticed that a little bit of some similarities between the two, and that is one of them. When the caps fit me tight and snug, I still get really good coverage, versus a small line like a Belle Madame, the caps kind of fit me tight and snug, and I don't get good coverage. So that's also something just to kind of keep in mind. All right, everybody, I'm going to get outside so that you can see this outside. This is how she came out of the box, so there is no separate out of the box today. And other than that, if you have questions about Amore, let me know. Or not Amore, Tatum. I know there are a lot of reviews out there, so I'm sure that there are plenty for you to watch. If you are looking at Tatum and considering her, there's lots and lots for you to watch. Thank you so much for being here today, for watching, for commenting and liking this video if you do, because that always helps the algorithm, and then others will find this video a little bit easier. All right, let's get outside. All right, everyone, we've got Coffee Latte on Tatum outside. And this color, I really want another wig in this color. I love these highlights. They're so pretty. Not overly done. Look at over there. Just beautiful. Super, super beautiful in my opinion. Let's move around a little bit. I'm going to get in front of the white garage door here because then you'll get that contrasting background, which I know is helpful with these dark colors. See the highlighting? It's just gorgeous. So, so pretty. If I can let you see that monofilament up there. It's actually so nice. Oh, messed her up. Now I'm really messing her up. Just beautiful. These rich chocolatey brunettes are just my favorite. I love them so much. Okay, so there you go. Coffee Latte in natural light. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon.